It's been less than 2 years, but the Dutch electorate is heading back to the ballot box. In 2023, it was Geert Wilders and his far-right anti-immigration PVV that won the most seats, but failed to garner enough support to make him Prime Minister. They're leading in the polls, but a number of major parties have ruled out joining them in another coalition government, which could open the door to a more centrist alliance.
I hope, but that's also a little bit of a fear that I have, is that we move back towards the same parties that we had in the last 40 years, that we still have the not the progressive part that we need right now in the Netherlands.
Volt are campaigning on a progressive agenda focused on the climate and greater European integration. One of a number of parties vying for a seat at the political table. There are 27 different political parties competing in this year's elections, vying for the 150 seats in the Dutch Parliament. With 76 seats needed to form a majority, a coalition government is almost guaranteed. The political landscape has grown increasingly polarised over recent years. Deep divisions exist over the root causes, but there's broad consensus that the nation's housing crisis needs to be tackled. Experts say there's a current shortfall of about 400,000 units.
That's about 5% of the housing stock at the moment. So it means 1 on every 20 persons doesn't have housing.
The previous government collapsed after 11 months, but the Farmers' Defence Force says a return to centrist politics isn't the answer.
Not only farmers, also, for example, oil companies, and they are bashed on a lot by the establishment. And I think if we go back to them, we will just continue the road downwards of the Netherlands, and we will end up without farmers and without money.
Wednesday's vote is a chance for the Dutch public to decide what political road the country should take. But the task of forming a governing coalition to drive that change is a process that could take months. William Denselow, CGTN, The Hague.